Yo, man, it's the kid, 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 it's the kid. Chelsea against the Arsenal. Chelsea against the Arsenal, man. No Aubameyang. No Aubameyang. So if you can bear with me, I will hopefully try and actually get these what do you mean background? Okay, yeah. I'll hopefully try and get these lineups up for you to roll with, man. But I think really the biggest thing that I find surprising is there's no Aubameyang, and I'm going to talk. I want to talk about Ozil. I definitely want to talk about Ozil because many people think that I'm hating on Ozil and I'm being a bit too harsh on Ozil and so forth. But the simple fact of the matter is that I just don't understand how this guy gets this much praise. You know, but beyond that, I just feel if you're looking at the lineups right now, Chelsea should win this because Arsenal fans will tell you that they're almost pretty much a one-man team. Now, that is nothing to take away from who I think is a very dangerous player in a Martinelli. I think Martinelli is very dangerous, and I think Martinelli is the guy that Chelsea should be worried about the most. But if you're looking at a Lacazette, again, Lacazette's a decent player. How good has he actually really been for us? And actually, how prolific has he been as well? So, looking at first the Chelsea lineup, boom! Oh, look, that's beautiful. So, looking at this, man, this is live. This guys, we're live. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're live. We're live. So everything is happening full live. We are live here. So, Kepa, Spilicueta, Rudiger, and Christensen. I want to talk. I want to talk on that. I want to talk on that. Emerson, Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, of course, 100%. That's beautiful. Willian, Tammy, Hudson-Odoi were cool. So here is my issue here, and I don't know what is wrong with Lampard here. I want to try and be as nice as possible because for me, I was going to give him a pass, but then I look at the subs bench. Why is Zuma on the subs bench? The only explanation that I will accept is okay, he's not fully fit. That is the only explanation I will accept. He's not fully fit because you almost got this lineup right, which is the fact that Mount you get on the bench. Go back to 4-3-3. Have the three of the Kante, Jorginho, and Kovacic in there because that three works best. You cannot keep on changing your central defensive partnership. That is crazy. That is insane. That makes no sense. So I just don't know why he does this. You know, Christensen, I think, is a decent central defender, and I think that he can actually grow to become a decent defender. There is no way in hell I am putting Christensen ahead of Zuma. That's not happening. You know, Zuma all day, every single day of the week, Zuma is a better central defender than Christensen. So it's crazy, but look, it is what it is, but it's just so frustrating because it's like, I just don't understand Lampard's reason for changing your central defensive partnership because one thing you never change, unless you're forced to, but if everyone in your team is fit, you must have your central defensive pairing. And if we're in January right now and Lampard still isn't happy with a central defensive pairing, that is worrying. That is worrying. Because if everyone is fit, it's Rudiger and Zuma. Tomorrow has been money. Tomorrow has been great. But I think it is Rudiger and Zuma and then whoever comes in. But that front three is cool. So from judging from this, I suppose Pulisic is injured. Because I cannot see Pulisic on the board. So this is cool. This is cool. I mean, Willian, Abraham, Hudson-Odoi, quality. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's slowly getting back to his thing. But my thing about this is that the lineup may be cool, but you've got to put that ball in the net. You've got to put that ball in the net because this is especially because we will get to the Arsenal lineup. You're playing a team without their best player. You're playing a team without their best player. So this is very, very important that Chelsea executes their chances and they take their chances in this game. And for Tammy, who have supported and everything, I'm sure those chances will come to you. If those chances come, you could put that ball in the net, because especially with Chelsea being at home, I am expecting the first 10, 12, 15 minutes Chelsea to put Arsenal under a lot of serious pressure. To put them under a lot of serious pressure, and for them to hopefully execute that. So let's go now to the Arsenal lineup. So Arsenal lineup that we have here is Leno, you got Bellerin, Mustafi, David Luiz, Saka. So obviously the midfield, I suppose, is Torreira, Xhaka. It's Saka as well. They play a back three, maybe back four. Pepe, Ozil, Martinelli, Lacazette. So obviously on the bench, you've also got Maitland-Niles, Guendouzi, Willock. Danny Ceballos is on the bench. Interesting. So from the jump, I think the biggest thing is there is no Aubameyang. That's going to be huge. So I think for Arteta, his focus will be Ozil. I think the key players will be Ozil, because if Ozil shows up and he creates, that could be major for Arsenal, especially, and this is the key thing. Chelsea being at home, they will be the aggressor. They will push high. That means it will fall to Ozil to be like, what can he now do on the ball? What can he now do to provide? What can he now do to create? What can he now do to provide chances for your players? That's going to be very key. See, Lacazette is a good player, but I don't think Lacazette is a player that you should be fearful of. I think Lacazette's strength is actually in his creation. He isn't a prolific goal scorer. I really like this Martinelli dude. Man. Mustafi has improved under Arteta. Are you sure? Are you actually sure about that? So I don't really know about how much he's improved. But Pepe is going to be very dangerous as well. You see, Pepe is a dude where, look, there is talent there. There is talent there in what Pepe is doing. But I just think somebody needs to just coach and harness that talent from him, because it's almost like the Ferguson Cristiano thing. Similar in the sense of, like, this is a guy who loves to do skills, has a lot of skills, but he needs to know when to do the skills, and he needs to be smart with where to do those skills. But I'll keep it real with you guys, man. Mustafi, David Luiz, worrying. Okay, that is worrying. That's just all I'm saying. You know, I've already said it many times that I feel that Arsenal bricked it getting David Luiz from Chelsea, and Chelsea did something amazing getting David Luiz, because I'll say it again. David Luiz is a very, very talented football player. Very talented football player. He sadly just isn't a great defender. He exactly isn't a very great defender, and that's just the reality of the matter, man. So from here, are we saying Saka is left back? I'm trying to understand how this is good. I don't know where you guys can tell me here, because from what I'm seeing here, so Bellerin is obviously a right back. Mustafi, David Luiz in the center here. Torreira and Xhaka obviously in the middle. Pepe is obviously on one of the wings. So is Saka doing a left back? That's just what I'm saying. So I don't know whether he'll be doing that, man. But let me pull that off right now. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably do a live watch on Twitch. So if you follow me on Twitch, I'll do a live watch on Twitch, so you can watch along with me on Twitch, man. So look, see, I think, let me be real with you. Arteta has definitely improved this Arsenal side. Keep it with you. He has definitely improved this Arsenal side. And I'm not going to come out and say, oh my gosh, I was wrong about Arteta. I still think long term, I'm not sure whether Arteta is a solution for Arsenal long term. If Arsenal want to get back to winning trophies, if they just want to be competitive, okay, yeah, he's fine. But if they want to get back to actually becoming big, I don't know whether Arteta is the long-term solution. But as of right now, no, guys have definitely been improved. I don't believe Arteta is good enough to make David Luiz a competent centre-back. I don't think he is. I just think David Luiz he is error-prone. He's error-prone, and even the way that he defends and everything, he is just too rash.
he is just too crazy. He's just too haywire. So it's just too much from him. So yes, you say Saka at left back, bro. So if I'm Chelsea, I am. If I'm Chelsea, I am directing a lot of my aim towards that side of Arsenal, man. That's just me. Because I think Saka will be the weak link. I think for me, Saka will be the weak link there. So if I'm looking at both lineups, I just think Arsenal not having Aubameyang is a massive, massive boost for Chelsea. Chelsea cannot have any. They cannot have any excuses not to win this game. Like if Chelsea don't win this game, yes, Arsenal are decent. They're a good side, but Chelsea, you're fourth. Arsenal are mid-table. Arsenal not only mid-table, they're without their best player, and their best player being their main goal scorer. I think Aubameyang has scored like about 90% of their goals. So it's not good. So I don't even know how that third thing is there, man. So, but you see, Pulisic missing is big. I'd have definitely wanted Pulisic back in this game because look, I just think Pulisic has actually done a damn good job for Chelsea so far, and I don't think that give Pulisic time, he will definitely come out big. But a front three of a Willian, also called Willian, Hudson-Odoi, and Tammy, I think can work. I think that can definitely work, man. I see Arsenal winning this game. Have a start at some points. Look, let me be real. These are two rookies in Arteta and Lampard. But I will happily admit that I think that Arteta may be more tactically aware. I mean, maybe more tactically on point than Lampard. So I think Arsenal will definitely be much more tactically prepared. Hence why I just think this could potentially be a very problematic game for Chelsea because we know that under Lampard, Chelsea play one way. So if, let's say, Chelsea came with a lineup of 4-2-3-1 and Mount was in the team, I'd be worried. If that happened, then I'm like, okay, yeah, Arsenal could very much win this game. What is in Chelsea's favor is that this is Chelsea's strongest formation, not their lineup. This is their strongest formation, 4-3-3. And what will be very vital and what will be massively in Chelsea's favor is that midfield of Kovacic, Kante, and Jorginho. 100%. And I just don't know why Lampard can't see that 4-3-3 is where you'll get the best out of all of those players because there is a great understanding of those three. Because a lot of the games that Chelsea have won, where Chelsea have looked at their best, have been on those three. And if we're now comparing midfields, 100% Chelsea should be winning this midfield battle. Chelsea should be winning this midfield battle. It's a seen little more from Pulisic than Hudson-Odoi. Look, I will give Hudson-Odoi a little bit of a break in the fact that he has been injured. And I think that hence why, even when Loftus-Cheek comes back, when you're coming off an injury, especially either many injuries or a long injury layoff, it can affect you, and it'll be hard for you to really get back to your best, man. But I just think overall, Hudson-Odoi definitely has potential to really give more, even if I still really believe that Pulisic is money. I really believe that Pulisic is money. But just look, for me, you see, if Aubameyang was playing, I was going to go for 2-2. I was going to go for 2-2. But the way that I'm looking at it right now, I mean, Chelsea have no business not winning this game. So I am tempted to say Chelsea should get this 2-1. I'm tempted to say that Chelsea should come out and get this 2-1. That is what I am tempted to say. That is what I believe probably should happen. But at the same time, Martinelli is an issue. So let's have a look at Ozil right now. You see, this is a game that would be tailor-made for Ozil. And if, let's say, this was 2012 Ozil, Chelsea should be very worried because
Ozil is at his best picking out passes. So he's the kind of man that you want on the breakaway, on the counterattack. And if Arsenal on the counterattack, Ozil is the man that you want to have the ball with. But my issue with Ozil is in many games, especially big games, the guy goes missing. Hence why my nickname for him is Casper the Ghost, because it's really big games when you need him to be around and need him to be threading passes, he just goes astray. And if you're considered one of the best players in the team, and also you're the creative playmaker of the team, you cannot afford to go missing. So my thing, and see, people always say, see, for me, this is whole thing of Ozil and Guendouzi. Or like, who do you pick? Do you go for Guendouzi? Do you go for Ozil? Do you go for Guendouzi? Do you go for Ozil? And people say that you can't pick Guendouzi over Ozil because Guendouzi isn't a creative playmaker. That Guendouzi doesn't create the way that Ozil does. I would rather have a guy who I can depend on at least a 7 or an 8 out of 10 performance and can do a good job for me and can occasionally create than a guy that does nothing. Because people say, no, yeah, Ozil can create. Does he create? Ozil can be an amazing playmaker. Is he a great playmaker here? So obviously 100%, this lineup is right to start with Ozil. Based on if we can counter, we want Ozil supplying for Martinelli, supplying for Pepe, supplying for Lacazette. So Pepe, go wide, get into space, Martinelli, make that run, Ozil will find you. So we will watch the game tonight, and I will be looking for Ozil and say, okay, Ozil, can you do this? Yo, Liverpool, everybody, what up, baby? What up, baby? What up, black? What up, black? What up? I'll be looking for him to do this. But obviously, if you're Chelsea, the main aim is to take Ozil out of the game, which I think will be easy. But if your Lampard is like, look, the main thing, especially for Kante and for Jorginho and so forth, is ensure that Ozil doesn't have any influence whatsoever within the game. And for Chelsea Chelsea will create chances. Facts, especially at Stamford Bridge, especially against Arsenal, and especially against the defensive pairing of Mustafi and Luiz, Chelsea will create chances. What will be worrisome is if 15 minutes gone, Chelsea have created three chances. They haven't scored. That would be worrisome. Because then again, it'll be like, okay, this is just like Newcastle. This is just like West Ham. This is just like Bournemouth, where they'll have all these chances. Oh, they'll look good. The ball will play well. The crowd will be behind them. It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. Creating chances doesn't mean that you deserve to win the game. It doesn't mean that you will win the game. So that's just the issue there. And for Willian, you've got to lead the line, because Willian, you're the experienced player, and Chelsea should look to give the ball to Willian. And I think Willian should really be the guy that should be engineering plays. And the thing for Willian is that, especially in a game like this, you have to be smart. You have to be smart. For me, if Mustafi or Luiz concede a penalty, I won't be surprised. If they concede a penalty, I won't be surprised, because they have to be probably one of the worst defensive pairings in Europe. They have to be. Like Mustafi used to be good one time, but like the guy just became trash. And I don't care what anyone says, David Luiz is not a defender. He's never been a defender. And I do not know how experienced professional managers have been tried to push this guy forward as a defender. It makes no sense. Ozil, 5 goals, 4 assists since he signed the contract in 2018. Look, man, Ozil is stealing money. See, anybody who is either poor, struggling, working two jobs, making ends meet, the sight of Ozil should sicken you. It should. Like, it's not even hit. The sight of Ozil should sicken you. Anybody who works hard and gets underpaid, which is so many people in this world, the very sight of Ozil should sicken you.
because this is a dude who, bro, you're stealing a living. Keep it a stack. You are stealing a living. 100% you are stealing a living, man. So look, man, so the match starts at 9:15. So 15 minutes left. So last 15 minutes before I jump off. Last 15 minutes before I jump off here. Oops, sorry. So I should remember we're 1-0 for 80 minutes. Yeah, no, look, man. Arsenal should have won that game. Arsenal should have probably won that game, and you see now it's maybe good and bad in the terms of Arteta with Arsenal, where they're winning games, but they just can't see these games out, So that is at least a positive sign. So what you now say is we need to be better defensively and more disciplined defensively and have better concentration, because again, it's like, obviously you want to win 2-0, 3-0, but if you're a professional team and you're professional players, especially if you're professional defenders, and it's 1-0 and there are 50 minutes to go, you have to lock in. And that is where you have to look at David Luiz and Mustafi as a central defensive pairing and be like, you have to lock in and you have to ensure that everyone is on the same wavelength of we must not concede. We must not concede. Either we go off winning 1-0 or we get that second or the third goal. So that is the key thing that you have to do them. But look, man, I mean, for me, look, you never know in these games. And you see, you can't just be like, okay, Arsenal don't have their star player, Chelsea will easily win. It doesn't work like that. If Chelsea don't win, you have to ask a lot of questions about Lampard and this team. Because how many chances are you going to be given? Like, it was a perfect opportunity for Chelsea to get that gap between them and Man United, because wait, who do Man United play? Even let me check. Who did Manchester United play? Because that was the perfect opportunity to gain the gap, because so Man United are playing against Burnley at home. They're playing Burnley at home. They should win that. Yeah, they don't have Rashford. They should win that. So if Chelsea draw this game, God forbid they lose this game, but if they don't get full points, and I expect United to now beat Burnley, bro, I mean, Golem is coming for that top four. Golem is coming for that top four, and it would, because I mean, Chelsea should have easily sealed top four before, because if Chelsea had beaten Bournemouth, which they should have, if Chelsea had beaten Newcastle, which they should have, if they're beating West Ham, that's 9 points. 9 points. So if let's just look at the table right now. So if Chelsea won those games that they should have won, Chelsea would right now be on. Chelsea would have been on 48 points. Do you know how messed up that is? Chelsea would have been on 48 flipping points if they had won those games that they should have. Oh, wow. Okay. They would have won those games that they should have, man. That's just messed up. That's just messed up. Look, it's true. No, look, man. Would have, could have. Would have, could have. I get it. Would have, should have, could have. I know. I get it. Like at the end of the day, you just when you just think about it, because it's like those are games that Chelsea should have won, and when the fact that they lost those games, like the heck. So if they just won those games, you're like, my gosh, Chelsea would have been in an extremely strong position. So it's but yeah, man, like the top four race is wild, man. The top four race is wild. Like Arsenal, I think they know that it's Arsenal is out. Like for Arsenal, 29 points now. I don't, even if there's their chance. Basically, look, put it this way. This is I think this is unlikely. But let's say Arsenal went on like a 10-game winning run. Let's say they went on like a 10-game, 15-game winning run. Arsenal could potentially make top four. So let's say they went on like a 10, 12 game winning run. They could potentially make top four based on just how inconsistent those top four guys are. Because 10 points seems like a lot, but draw here, loss here, draw here, loss here. And if you like win, so like let's say Arsenal won like 3, 4, 5 games in a row, the table will now look suddenly very, very different. But and for me, I remember before the season started, I said Arsenal would get top four. That's what I said. I felt that they would. I just didn't think that Emery would be so garbage. That was just the thing that I was surprised. I was like, wow, man, so Emery is the guy's really crap. So that was the thing that really shocked me the most, man. So you said there's more of a chance of Liverpool breaking the league than Arsenal doing that. I mean, just wait. Imagine if Liverpool breaks this league, just for a laugh. Just imagine if they actually went ahead and actually break this league. Kepa is trash. I hold my hands up. I told you, man. I'll hold my hand all the way up here. Kepa is a trash goalkeeper. And I think even Daniel actually made a good point that he doesn't even fill up the goal. A keeper should fill you with confidence. So you should. So if you're a central defender, you should look back at the keeper like, yeah. If I'm a central defender and I look back at my keeper, my keeper looks like a twig, and he looks like the very slight piece of wind could literally just knock him apart. It's like, bro, like if Kepa makes a mistake in this game, yet again, you know what? I'll be real with you. Know how I said Chelsea should get like an inside forward and all this kind of stuff? Chelsea should buy a keeper. Chelsea should say what's up to a keeper, because Caballero is crap as well. So basically Chelsea have 2 bricks in goal. They have 2 bricks. Yo, what up, baby? Oxygen, what up, baby? What up? They have 2 bricks in goal, which is problematic. So I think that the match has Erhan, I'm taking Lloris over Kepa, bro. I will. Lloris in that race. Lloris is trash. Okay, Lloris is crap. But if it's between, and these are both bricks. If it's between Lloris and Kepa, I'm taking Lloris. Lloris and Caballero taking Lloris. Now, I don't want Lloris. I don't want him. But if it is either or, oh yeah, I'm basically going to take Lloris, bro. I'm busy to take Lloris, man. And so actually, how old is Kepa? I don't know how old is this dude. 25. Oh my gosh, his birthday is a day before mine. His birthday is a day before mine. So that's interesting, man. But yeah, so look, man. So few minutes left before we wrap. So my final score is this. This is my final score before. So remember, post-match analysis will be live. Post-match. So as soon as the match finishes, we're going to be live here again for the post-match analysis, man. So again, just rounding it off, saying it to all you guys right now, I am going to go and hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Because there's no Aubameyang. Chelsea will take it 2-1. But see, if you follow me on Twitch, I will do a live Twitch. I'll do the watch along on Twitch. I will do a watch along on Twitch. If you follow me on Twitch, I'm go to my Twitch channel. I will do a live watch along on Twitch. I just need to find the stream. And do you know what the worst thing is? One of the worst things in life is when you find a great stream and it gets taken down. There's nothing more heartbreaking than that. When you find a beautiful stream, HD, crisp, clear, beautiful, easy to go through, and the threads take it down. It's one of the most heartbreaking things. But I found, I found a, keep it all zipped, man. So before we go, scoreline, guys. I want a scoreline. Live chats. Give me a scoreline. I'm going for Chelsea 2-1. I'm going for Chelsea 2-1. Let me hear yours, your Scotland's, and then we'll be out. And then we'll come back after this. Let me hear your Scotland's. I'm going for Chelsea 2-1. Chelsea, yeah. Chelsea 2-1. I'm sticking by that. That's my final answer, man. Slits, thank you, bro. I will wait. Let me even know it. Tots, the heck? Tots Spoltec. Tots. So we say, so I'm saying 2-0 Chelsea, 2-1 Chelsea, 2-2, 4. And that better be 4-0 Chelsea, bro. That would be nice, man. And 1-0, 3-1 Chelsea. All right. Okay, guys. Remember, if you want to do a live watch along with me, Twitch. I'll be on Twitch for the live watch along. Peace out, stay true, and I'm out.